What's up, lads and ladettes? How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastically well. If I sound a little bit funky, it's because I got like some hay fever cranking or a cold or something. It's been an annoying few days when it comes to me and my my stuff. So we are here on Crystal Palace doing a daily, which is hunting some Krelton. And I've been meaning to come up to Crystal Palace just to see how I can see how I handle myself and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm rocking at the minute is armor-wise, I've got Mayhem armor with some serpent scales, which is good because that handles the acid and all that jazz. So if we have a look at the details, it's got 21. Yeah, it's got. At the moment, it's got 21.8 acid protection, and it's got 51.5 impact protection. And as you guys can see, these guys, when they attack me, they kind of just bounce off, which is good. They kind of just, you know, biggity bounce like titties, baby. And oh, Scott, you're a funny man. Yes, I am. Anyway, so we are hunting the Krelton, doing our dailies and all that sort of stuff, and a little bit of an updatery sort of thing. So, as you can see in the title, I've got some plans going forward, you know, my updated plans for Entropia and all that sort of shit. So I've done a few things with my budget, which is going to be pretty interesting, and I've also changed the way I'm going to be doing a few things each day. So each day I'm going to be doing like daily missions and all that sort of stuff, but I'm going to be traveling from I'm going to be going from Cyrene to Calypso. I'll basically be traveling back and forth. So essentially what I do is in the morning, or, you know, whenever I have time, I do my Planet Calypso daily missions. That way I can get those daily weapons and all that sort of stuff. Get the daily tokens for the daily weapons. And their use will become apparent in a little itty bitty stretchy bit in a minute. And then after I've done that, I go over to Cyrene to get the badges and the tokens and all that sort of stuff on Cyrene. So that is my current game plan, basically what I'm going to be doing each day, which is good because I'll be able to record videos and all that sort of stuff, and I'd be able to like pick what I want. I can kind of be like, hey, we're going to be hunting some Krelton, or we're going to be hunting some goobers on Cyrene, and you know, I can mix and match and pick each day what I want to do. Because one of the good things about one of the good things about me now knowing what I'm going to be doing is it makes recording a little bit easier, because each day will be a little bit different. And if I wanted to, I can record the stretches. So I could record sort of each part. So for instance, I could record, if I was to do it with today's video, which I'm not going to, but I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I want to see if this is something you might be interested in hearing or listening to. So for instance, I could do like all of my daily missions here on Calypso, record them, and then go to Cyrene and record the stuff that I do on Cyrene, and then kind of condense them down into like a 2 or 3 hour long video. The only reason why I'm not going to be, well, I might actually, you know, I could also live stream, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys would like to see. Maybe I could do a blend of the two. I could do like I could do the shorter form videos, and you know, maybe I could do a, you know, day in the life of a space drifter in Entropia universe. You know, all that different stuff. But I'm also going to be adding at some point, I'm probably also going to be adding in the daily missions that are on Next Island. They're a little bit far to go, But the daily missions on Next Island yield a decent amount of oil, so, you know, that could be good. But there's also mining missions that I could do, and I could just get oil from mining. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But, yeah, so those are what I'm going to be doing in-game. But for my monthly or quarterly budget, here's what I'm going to be doing, right? So I've paid off Law Spade, so I'm not owing anyone anything, which is always good. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's been a tight few months when it comes to their household expenditures and all that sort of stuff. Inflation's a bitch, but luckily some things have gone down, so I was able to do things a little bit better. So I'm a happy campy. I'm a happy camper. So that's always a good thing. I'm getting these resin and alien bloods. What do these guys sell for? What do the resin sell for? Not much. Not much. But they probably get used in, like, construction stuff. I'll have a looky-loo. So, one of the things I'm going to be doing each quarter, or maybe even each month, if I have the funds, is I'm going to be putting money aside to replace high defense limited armor. Okay, high defense limited armor. That's what I'm going to be getting. Because things like my Ghost, things like my Pixie and all that sort of stuff, that's good, and it's good to have, it's good to sort of keep on hand for if what I'm hunting, you know, doesn't do a huge stonking amount of damage. But if it's something like these Kreltin that do hit pretty damn hard, or the mobs that I was hunting yesterday, which were these guys. The Anaranatox. Those guys were good. I globaled quite a few times. Like, big globals too. Like, there was 2 that were in the triple digits. I was quite happy. I was quite happy. Now, even though we're almost finished with the daily challenge, I want to hunt these guys for a little while because I want the Codex stuff to go up a little bit. Because, you know, Codex is important. There you go, my 3 daily tokens from these guys. But, yeah, so back to the inventory. So I'm going to be setting PED aside each month to get basically replace the high defense limited gear set, which I think is something that a lot of people do. It's something that I should have been doing like all along, but I don't know. It's I don't know. And the interesting thing is, right, I'm fairly certain with a lot of this stuff, because it takes so long for it to actually, you know, get broken, especially if you're wise and you do enough damage to kill the mob before they can reach you, like I tend to do, then it's not gonna run out. Animal spleen oil. What does spleen oil do? How much does it cost? Oh, 105. Yeah, nice. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, because I tend to try to kill things before they can actually reach me, this will last quite a while. So I probably won't need to put aside a whole hell of a lot in order to, you know, keep myself stocked up with high level armor. And the good thing about that, just gonna pause. Had to fill up my water bottle. Had to blow my nose a little bit. You know how it is. You know how it is. So the good thing about having the high defensive armor and all that sort of stuff is I'll be able to hunt higher level mobs. And a lot of the higher level mobs tend to drop some pretty interesting things. And some unlimited interesting things. Which These Krelton, they can drop a corrosive attack nanochip 10. Definitely want to get my hands on one of those, like if at all possible. So I'll be grinding the shit out of these guys. But they also within themselves have, I think it's the shadow armor. I think. Let me just quickly have a quick looky-loo on Entropia Nexus. Shout out to Entropia Nexus. Don't have to worry about the insane loading times or somehow the never loading of Entropia Wiki. But let's just go and have a look. As we go down to the Krelton. Come on. There we are. So yeah, these guys dropped the Sentinel stuff, which has some pretty good shit to it, you know? High impact, high penetration, all that good stuff. Total absorption is quite a hefty amount as well. So that's always good. And I think the guys that I was hunting yesterday, if I can actually go up and find them. Oh wait, no, that's the armor sets. I'm in the armor sets. I am within the armor sets. Okay, let's the Aranera trucks, or however the fuck you pronounce it. These guys have Shadow, which is pretty cool. And Shadow has some pretty decent stuff. 46 in impact, cut, and burn, so that's pretty cool. So this would definitely be like a high-level robot one. And, you know, obviously it's got penetration, which is, it's got stab and penetration as well. So we'll probably actually look at getting 2 sets of armor. One for, you know, animal-y kind of mobs, aliens, heretics, filth, all that sort of stuff. And some for robots. See, these guys, it just deflects. And I got a little bit too close to a cluster, so yeah. But yeah, so the guys that I was hunting yesterday, they also can drop empty skill implants. Ooh, tier 8. Does this have a decent sale value? Not really. Not really. This is a bit shit, actually. I find that so weird that the higher tier increase rate, like, not tier, the higher tier components have such garbo sort of stuff, right? Then, like, the tier 3s and 4s, I think it's tier 3s and 4s have, like, really decent, really decent markup. I mean, yeah, you know, 200%, so this 6 PED I could sell for, you know, 12. So I guess that's good. You know, it is good markup, but, like, compared to some of the other ones, it's kind of garbo. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, those the guys that I was hunting yesterday, they have potentially on a young, extremely rare, a Megaton M91 Stalker Augmented. I don't know if this is something that still drops. It's not an event weapon, according to the Nexus. But the efficiency is 67. But you gotta have like stupidly high levels in laser and range sniper. I'm talking like 148 to 150. So you're gonna have 150 to do it, yeah. And so it's quite a hefty chunk of levels. I'm just trying to get to level 100. So who knows? I could get that and then might be able to sell it. I don't know. But there's a lot of different mobs out there that I can now take damage from and not die. Mobs that have high level stuff that I can potentially find and then sell. So that's pretty cool. Well, I think that is really cool. One of the other things that I'm going to be doing, which is also going to fit into the budget, is going to be getting high tier increase rate weapons. That way I can tier them up and then start doing decent damage so I can go up against these Kreltons and all that sort of stuff. But I'm only going to be buying these higher tier increase rated weapons if I cannot get them in the daily weapons. Okay? These daily weapons, if I can get daily weapons that have a high tier increase rate, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. You know? Because then it's just coming out of my the tokens that I'm getting each day from hunting. That'll be good, you know? And of course, at some point in the future, I can obviously get an unlimited weapon that has a whole bunch of unlocked tiers and all that jazz. Like that is a thing that I can do. And if I don't mind the armor that I buy taking a little bit of extra damage, I could always get this guy, which I bought. I bought it because I've always wanted one, and they just look really cool. But this one's, this one is 4.15 tier. It's got decent tier increase rate. So I can always attach stuff to that. Increase this guy's tier. I don't know. But the whole point behind getting all this extra stuff is so I can hunt bigger things. I wouldn't mind trying to hunt the hoglows. Because I don't think I've ever really hunted the hoglows. I think I might have did it maybe with Lawspade. At one point. I guess I could probably tell just by looking at the codex, yeah. Let's have a look on the codex. Hog. Okay, so I've killed one hoglo. I've killed one. Ugh. Man. I don't like being sick. Throws off my groove, you know. Might as well do a little bit of extra damage. And that's another thing that I'm doing. I'm going to be getting... I stocked up on damage enhancers. I got myself a P20 extender. All that jazz. Now, the amplifier attachment that I have on this guy is not within the range, but it's only not within the range by 1 damage, so it hasn't actually affected it that much at all, which is good. But that is just something I should point out, because I know there's going to be someone out there that's going to pause. It'll be like, pause, enhance. That's 1 off. The damage for that is 1 off. Don't listen to Scotty C93 because blah blah. It's like, no, dickhead. I know that it's off. It's off by 1, but it doesn't affect it that much. So you can lick my nards. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I did sell the Solarmate Apollo. So I did end up selling that guy. But one cool thing, which is something that I've never tried before, is I popped the 4B L amplifier on my Barbarella, and the Barbarella is now 65.4, so nice. That's alright. That's decent. So I'm quite happy about that one. Will I get another high efficiency low level weapon in the future? Maybe, but I think the only thing low level wise that I would actually invest in is a Soulmate Azura Augmented. It's the only one that I think that I would get. And the reason behind that is because the cost to shoot is so low, and because it does lower damage, you're more able to dial in the cost to kill. You get what I'm saying? You're more able to dial in the cost to kill. And I might even get an adjusted, which I can pick one up for around about 5k, which was less than what I paid for the Soulmate Apollo. But again, I'm able to better dial in the cost to kill because the cost is so low. But it shoots really fast, right? It shoots really fast, so, you know, you're able to kind of dial it in a little bit better than with the Soulmate Apollo Twin Edition, or the Barbs, or even the TT pistol. You're able to dial it in a little bit better. You know? You get me? You get what I'm saying? You get me? It's kind of like using this SI Scorpion. Yeah, kind of like using this guy. Sort of. Except it's got a higher efficiency. And all that jazz. I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same. But it's close enough to it, you know? It's close enough to it. Now, I just want to have a look. What's, 3.5. Bugger. Because I just had a thought, like, what if I was to put the 4B on the, you know, the Bookins, but it's off by a little bit more percentage-wise than I'm willing to do. But we can always have a look. We can always have a look at what some of these do. So we'll detach that, we'll also detach this. So first let's put on the Zincadus to see what the Zincadus does. 62.9. And that's damage 4.5 to 9. Ammo burn 195. Okay. So that's that one. Let's put on the B amplifier 4. So efficiency is 67. The damage is a little bit higher than the Zincadus. So that's always cool. It's always fun. Obviously the ammo burn is higher, so I don't know. But it does have higher efficiency, so you could... I don't know which would be better, to do it on the Barbarella where it's like perfectly in range, or putting a 4B on the Bookins where it's not perfectly in range but it does a little bit more damage. Actually, let's have a looky-loo at this. So if we were to go, we'll pin this shit. Hey, Krelton challenge rank increased. Ah, that's nice. I appreciate that. Let's open that one up. We'll open this one up. We'll pin that as well. So we'll detach. We'll just come down here, have a look at the important shit. And I'll try to find another guy to pew pew. Actually, before we continue to pew pew, let's just have a look at this. So, let's put, so, if we put the thingy on this one, obviously it does more damage. The efficiency is less. Well, the efficiency is 65.4. Damage is there. And there's the ammo burn. Put down there. And there's that change, so... I mean, I think you would be able to more delicately dial in a cost to kill kind of thing. But, I don't know. Probably not worth it. Probably not worth the cheese, you know? Probably not worth the shit that I'd get from people. It's like, oh, why are you using that amplifier on that weapon? So I don't know. Go fuck yourself. That's why. So are you doing that? Yes. Yes, I am. You know, it is completely at my discretion. And okay, and here's the thing that you should all know. It is completely at your discretion what you do and do not put on your weapons. Okay? I repeat, it is at your discretion, not anyone else's. I just gotta blow my nose. Thank God for OBS's pause function. It is so good. And I finally learned how to separate the audio tracks in the program that I utilize. So that's really good. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy camper. It's very, very good. Very good. Man, I'd like to get a global from one of these guys. Because I don't think we've had one. I might have gotten one when I was distracted, but I don't think we have. We've gotten a couple of higher tier stuff. Well, not higher tier. Higher markup stuff, so it's always nice. But from where I started, ammo-wise, I'm down. Down, prices are down. It is what it is. But Crystal Palace does have, like... Yeah, fair enough. Crystal Palace does have a, what's the term? Tax? I think that's the term. It has tax on it. But, you know, we'll be calling it quits in a Minamoto. Because I would really like to do my other daily missions today. And then, you know, fuck off to Cyrene and get even more daily missions. You know? And I just need to do one specific thing. Okay? Which I think I can do via... Okay, so it's Shift 9. Hey, so we can kind of like just get a... There we go. We can kind of like just come in. Maybe come down a little bit. Ah, yes. That's the money shot. That's the money shot. We'll just get rid of we shall just. That's alright. We can find a spot in post where this isn't constantly going off. But that's gonna be the thumbnail shot. That's the money shot that I'm gonna steal from the recording. You know, because you wanna get a good thumbnail. You wanna get a good image for a thumbnail. And I think that's a good one. I mean, I just have to cut the top just a little tiny bit. Which isn't too bad. It's not that bad. Could be far worse. Far, far, far worse. It could be lots bad. It could be lots and lots bad. But I think we're gonna kill one more. Actually, we're gonna make our way over to the teleporter. That's what we're gonna do. That way, like, if we do kill one, like, kill some along the way, and one of them that we kill along the way globals, then we get it on video. You know, that's always a good one. I like being able to catch stuff on video. But you know, then later on, I'm just gonna continue my dailies. And, oh yeah, and the daily tokens, right? That's the other thing that I forgot to say. The daily tokens are going to give me daily weapons, right? And those daily weapons are going to be sort of my level, higher like you know, the damage will be good, all that shit, and it will essentially be weapons that I'll be able to utilize in like mayhems or like long hunts, just because they take so long for one of those things to actually break, you know. And I'll be able to have one of the P20 extenders or whatever, the 20% extenders. I'll be able to get one of those, and I'll be able to utilize one specifically for the daily weapons. And then all of a sudden, the daily weapon lasts a lot longer, and that P20 extender will last a decent amount of time as well. And it will be good for if we have like a high tier increase rate specific thing. At least that's my thought pattern. That's my thinkings. You know what? I do have like one thought before we call it quits, and before I head my ass back to to Calypso. We have just a little tiny bit more on the LR50. So I think we should just finish off the LR50, and then that will be good. We'll finish off the LR50. We might get something good. We might not. It is the nature of the beast when it comes to Entropia Universe. It is the nature of the beast. You know, because a lot of the times, like, you want to try to get the stuff. You know, you're either going for items. Like, if you're someone who's going to be crafting a lot, which I'm thinking I'm going to be... Haha, yeah, there's the global. See what I mean? Global at the end. Nothing too fancy, just a corrosive attack nanochip 4. But, a global at the end nonetheless. Very, very nice. We'll finish off this LR50. But that makes me happy. It makes me happy. Wasn't massive by any stretch of the imagination. Wasn't massive at all. But it'll do. It will do, pig. That'll do. We got some. The item is damaged. It has been used up. Its life is forfeit. So I will just see what the sword does. Oh, that's actually not too bad. The damage with the sword. Ah, no, that's okay. No, that's okay. So I'm going to be leaving it there, guys. We got our global. We used up the LR50. Hey, Malachi, do you want to say hi to the internet? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Now, you just into here, say hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Say, hope you're having a good day.
I hope you have a good day.
Say, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Thank you for the channel.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I love saying hi to the internet.
You love saying hi to the internet? We'll do it more often. Take care, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.